Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for May 16th through the 31st for my Aries. Hello my fiery Aries, how are you? I hope you're doing wonderful. Okay, so longer reading, I use 3 decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives me the main message. I follow up with my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. That fills in those gaps. And then I finish up with my Osha Zen Tarot cards, and that provides any last type of advice for you. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused each deck with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, the thing is, the 18th, okay, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also click on the little bell. On the 18th is the full moon. Now, remember, 3 days before, 3 days after, you can feel those energy. The moon also is very the moon phases affects us in many ways because the moon affects the water. It's scientifically proven. The earth is like, 70-80% water. We are 80-90% water. So yes, this is going to affect us in some way. Now, this full moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. Full moon, water, Scorpio. Scorpio does not like secrets. Scorpio wants to reveal secrets. It will delve and it will find those secrets. And it does not show mercy on those that keep secrets, okay? So be aware that this could be a very, very emotional time. Now, at the time of the full moon, though, this is the time that you need to release, relinquish, and request. It is okay to go ahead and ask for things. Now, then on the 21st, we transition from our Earth sign Taurus into Gemini season. And that's all about, that's the air, the air energy. And that's about intellect. That's our Wi-Fi, those thoughts that come into our head and sometimes drive us a little bit crazy. So we need to be very careful to keep our thoughts positive, our words positive. Okay, so card flipped for me. Let me pull that out here. And let's see, one more shuffle and see what we have for our Aries. Okay. Okay, so 3 cards down. The first card is reversed for me. So for me, this is meaning, hey, pay attention to me. My cards, my rules. Okay, first card is the King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Okay, I'm feeling very much that this is going to be a time, oh my gosh, Aries, I'm feeling like your thoughts are so on point. It's like, I'm feeling like you've got like laser eyes, okay? And it's like you are seeing the truth of things. Like I said, your thoughts are very sharp. Okay, and it's almost like too, maybe this, because of this Scorpio moon, it's like you're going to see the faults. I don't necessarily mean faults with people, though that could be, but it's like somebody presents with you something and you're like, yeah, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? So just telling you, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. So also too, whenever you're speaking, please be careful about, who your audience is, because even though you may be very right in your words, it doesn't help if the person goes away crying. Okay, let's see what the next card says. The moon. Okay, now the thing about the moon too, the moon card, and this is also the 18th, and the moon is on the 18th. And remember, the moon has things hidden. Be aware that the moon, again, this emotional time, I don't necessarily think that it's going to affect you as far as like crying, but it could affect your temper a little bit. I'm feeling kind of like your temper might be, because it's like, why are you all crying? But, so it might aggravate you a little bit. But the moon tells us that there's important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Again, release, relinquish, request. So this is going to be a really good time for you to basically look in your emotional, I'm sorry, but garbage can, and see what it is that's, You know, every time you throw out the garbage, there's, you know, sometimes there's like, not every time, but sometimes there's those little things that stay. It's like you need to clean those things out, okay? It's like I feel like you need to take a hose and wash the bottom of your garbage can out, okay? And I hope you know what I'm talking about, that this is the emotional garbage that we all carry with us, okay? Now, you might be releasing and relinquishing it, but it's like you've got to take the hose and get into the nooks and crannies too. However, you know, this is, you know, this is also a very freeing time for you. Like I said, I'm feeling that when you go into into Gemini, that your thought process are going to be really so sharp. But this is going to be very freeing for you because whatever you're speaking, it's going to be very on point. So I hope that you do release any and relinquish any self-doubt. Because I think that you do know more than you sometimes let people know. Well, I know that you know more than what you let people know that you know. Okay, so let's go to this last card, and this one is the Page of Earth. Now, this is that Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy, money energy, what you can see, your house. Scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So if you are looking for a job, this is the time to do that. If you're starting a business, I'm feeling that you're starting something new. I'm feeling that there's areas out there that are creating something new. You know, I don't know what that is per se. And again, okay, but I'm feeling like there's areas out there that are like they're painting, or it's like they're taking something that's nothing and they're creating something out of that. It's like, again, like you're painting something, an abstract, or, you know, and you know, some of you are actually putting your hands in clay and molding things. That's the thing. So there's this creative type of spirit, maybe you actually are people that are artists, I don't know. But there's this creativity that's coming to you, and it's creating something out of nothing, okay? Not quite sure, but got to let that go to you. Okay, John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Can you kind of fill in some of these gaps? Oh, excuse me. Okay, card fell down. Got to pick that up. Okay, anything else? Okay, we're going to cut. Put this over here. Okay, the card that fell down. Let's see what this one says. Okay, this is reversed, so this is a very important message for you. And this is where I was, you know, this is on that King of Air where it says, speak your mind with confidence, and I was saying to you, and this is your throat chakra. So there's also a 5 here. 5 is about change, so you're going to actually, it's like might be a new behavior for you, that you are actually speaking things out more so. Now, if you are a little bit hesitant, if public speaking is not what you like to do, or if just speaking, you know, when you've been listening to so many meetings and you haven't said anything, I'm going to just kind of tell you, practice singing, you know, in the car, practice just going la 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 la. You know, I know that sounds silly, but it's like, you know, the more you use your throat chakras are inner energy points, spiritual points, and, you know, like I said, inner. They're not necessarily things that people see. It's not, you know, but it is these points inside of us. But this one is one that needs to be used in order for it to be effective. Okay, so the fact that this is on top of the King of Air, where it's saying speak confidently, and it's really, really encouraging you to speak it out. Next one, again reversed, material harvest. And this is, again, remember, this is, you know, your Page of Earth talked about money coming to you. Now, the thing about this, though, too, remember, this is on the moon. This one is falling on the moon. And this one is material harvest, but at the same time, you know, and though we have a 5, no, I'm sorry, that's not a 5, that's a 9. But even though he is sitting there, he is still giving thanks. He is still connecting with his divine higher power, spirit guide, guardian angels, whoever that is. He's still saying thank you. Thank you. Gratitude is always needed. And it is okay to, like I said, so we talked about release and relinquishing, and again, requesting, and then say thank you. Okay? Now, our last card is, deception and envy. Now, this is interesting because I do feel that sevens are very divine numbers. So you just have to be aware of those around you that when you are receiving, when you are speaking it out, when you are, when blessings are coming, you always have to be aware that there will be people that don't necessarily want you to receive the blessings. They're like, no, I wanted to receive the blessings. And it's like, oh, sorry. I don't know what to tell you about it. But, these are blessings that were given to you, and it's okay for you to have them. It's okay for you to ask them. And many times over, this deception and envy that comes in, that's usually what keeps other people from getting their blessings. Okay, it's that negative thing again. So if you are this person and you see somebody that's been blessed, say, wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. Now, our last one is the Osha Zen Tarot. But for the most part, though, this is really showing, it's kind of like a little recap here. It's showing that you are going to be speaking, you're going to be speaking it out. You're going to be actually recognized for your wise words. You're actually going to be, this is a great time for you to create, to start something new, for you to create something out of nothing, whether you actually are a painter or a sculptor. But it's a great time for you to create. Okay, and it's a great time for you to get some extra cash in your pocket. So, any extra words? Okay, sure. Now, how many? Okay, we have 3 cards that flew out, all face down. Let's see what they say. If anybody was to ask me who would I put this, I would say that this would be Aries. The rebel, the one that follows his own path or her path, the one that sees, a different place, follows a different light, the one that breaks the chains that bind him or her, the one that just, yet at the same time, notice the wings, the divine, the angels, the one that actually is connecting, that's saying, I know that I'm on a path that I'm supposed to follow. I may not conform with what you think, but I know I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And there's a lot of strength in that type of acceptance, because if you've been given a divine path and you don't follow it, whoa, that's all messed up, okay? So let's go to the next card. Friendliness. Okay, this is something about, to me, be aware of the people that do support you, that do care for you. Be aware to be gentle with them, especially when I was talking about the throat, chakra. Be aware of the receiver of your words, because you really aren't, you don't want to make them cry. Be aware of the people around you on the 18th when they might be more emotional and you might be getting a little bit kind of impatient with them. So this is basically be a good friend, be a good, family, be loving. Okay, always remember that. Always remember that. And our last card is healing, and I do love this one. This is all, again, what I was saying about being aware, this is always work with your heart. We talk about the mind, the heart, the intuition, and we're going into Aries, into Gemini, so there's a lot of that mind. There's a lot of the intuition because of the Scorpio and just the moon, but then there's also the heart. And in order for you to give love, you do have to know that you are worthy of love too. You do know that you have had some rough knocks with that, and that part has to heal in order for you to continue going forward, okay? But yet at the same time, there's lots and lots of wonderful energy coming for you for the end of this month. And just be gentle on yourself too. Okay? Okay. So my Aries, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.